However, the official story also says that both Atta and El-Shehi flew into Boston from Florida on September 9th and on September 10th. Atta pays for 2 rental cars there, for which this claim we will further test. One of the rental cars being the blue 2001 Nissan Altima, which will eventually be left at Jetport, Maine. Atta already picked up Al-Omari, already staying at Milner Hotel, or the Park Inn in Chestnut Hill, according to a Boston Globe article in 2005 about demolishing the hotel, sourcing a congressional investigation into the attacks. And additionally, contrary in the same Boston Globe article, it also states that Flight 11's Al-Sakami was staying with the Al-Shari brothers in room 432 at Park Inn. So as far as getting an accurate depiction of what the hijacking suspects were doing exactly in Boston the day or days before 9/11, it all depends on which original source you want to believe. And the same goes for the Flight 175 hijackers even having all stayed relatively close to one another the day before. Because as it turns out, we actually don't have a proper story about the hijackers' transactions with their plane tickets for both flights.
Now, investigators tonight are following the paper trail. Some of the passenger tickets purchased by the hijackers were, I'm told, bought in cash. But in one case, sources say that a single credit card was used to buy tickets for 7 of the hijackers.
They've also learned that 7 of the airline tickets were purchased with 1 credit card. That is a critical piece of information, according to those investigators.
We are told that the suspects apparently made no effort whatsoever to cover up their identities. We are told that some of them, one group as large as 7, purchased all of the tickets that they used to board the aircraft that they hijacked with the same credit card. Those credit card records and the flight manifest have provided the most significant details to date.
These early vague reports about 7 tickets purchased on 1 credit card at Logan in all likelihood would have been for Flight 175 given the setting, in which all alleged 5 hijackers are already present in Boston on the morning of September 11th, where for example of Flight 11, only 3 hijackers are, as Atta and Al-Omari have yet to land in Boston from Portland, Maine, which adding the obstacle of purchasing a ticket at Logan Airport would have made things more complicated in the short time window to board Flight 11. And it's already confirmed that Atta and Al-Omari had their Flight 11 tickets purchased in advance. But in addition, it's also reported that some of the other hijackers purchased their tickets in cash, which most likely could have been the 3 other Flight 11 hijackers. Allegedly, the 5 tickets for Flight 175 were also purchased in advance. However, there are some peculiar anomalies regarding 4 of the ticket purchase transactions. Hamza Al-Ghamdi purchased his own e-ticket for Flight 175 on August 29th using his Visa card, and the following day on August 30th, he bought his brother Ahmed an identical e-ticket for the flight. But the FBI also claimed that Hamza also purchased an e-ticket for Flight 7950 from LA to San Francisco, although giving no projected date of flight. Fayez bin Hamad purchased both his and Mohan Al-Shari's first-class tickets for Flight 175 online on August 27 or 29, charging an outrageous $4,464.50 to a credit card belonging to Mustafa Al-Hazawi, who's now in Guantanamo Bay. According to FBI Director Robert Mueller in 2002 for his statement for the record to Joint Intelligence Committee Inquiry, JIS, on the 28th of August, Marwan Al-Shehi went to Miami International Airport accompanied by an unknown man and purchased his September 11th ticket for Flight 175. Either all the information regarding these airline ticket purchases from hijackers is accurate and true, or the feds may have been ordered for some given reason to cover up or possibly alter evidence claiming these transactions occurred as they did, given if all Flight 175 tickets were actually purchased on 1 credit card, therefore giving room for 2 more additional hijackers unaccounted for if there were 7 tickets purchased for the flight. However, given those reports already from September 12th, detailing such a transaction early in the investigation, for all we know, could also be for a completely different flight at Logan. And additionally, in the aforementioned Boston Globe article from September 13th, the surnames of 12 Arabic men were the focus by investigators then, specifically detailing that a dozen names were being pieced together from Boston Logan between the 2 flights, not 10 hijackers like the official story.